My name is Khitish Kumar Sahu. I'm a lecturer in civil engineering, Bose Cuttack. Today I'm gonna teach you some topics of railway and bridge engineering, which is a civil engineering 6th semester subject. So the topics to be covered today are definition of bridge, permanent bridges and their classification, culvert and causeways and their classification. Now come to the definition of bridge. Before we know the definition of bridge, let me show you what is the parts of the bridge. Look at the blackboard. Okay, these are majorly two parts of bridge. One is superstructure and another one is substructure. So this is a substructure and the above one is superstructure. Okay, what includes substructure are, this is abutment, this is foundation, this is pier. Okay, so this include substructure and the above one is superstructure. Now come to the definition of bridge. What is a bridge? Bridge is a structure which constructed over an obstruction without closing the way beneath. Okay, so what does it mean? Look at this diagram first. We have to move from this point to that point, and this roadway is the obstruction for that. So what we can do, we just construct a structure above the roadway such that the roadway will not obstructed by this structure. Then this is known as a bridge. Look at this diagram. Here the obstruction is roadway and here is the obstruction railway. Okay, and the passage of this structure is what? Railway, and here is roadway. So what do we know? The obstruction may be roadway, railway or any riverway or canalway, and the passage that a bridge can given is maybe roadway, railway, pedestrian travel or any canalway. Got it? Next slide is, today's first topic is permanent bridges. So what do you mean by permanent bridges? Permanent bridges are the bridge which used for long term. That means the lifespan of the bridge is more. Okay, so what are the classification of permanent bridge? One is masonry bridge, second one is steel bridge, and last one is concrete bridge. So first come to the masonry bridge part. Okay, so what is a masonry bridge? Masonry bridge is a permanent bridge which made up of either natural stone, bricks or concrete blocks. Okay, so look at the definition here. A bridge whose main bearing structures are made up of natural stone, bricks or concrete blocks. Okay, the main load bearing elements of masonry bridge is arch over which is built a spandrel which is in turn supports. Okay, so which in turn support the bridge of roadway. So what is spandrel? Look at this diagram. This is a abutment, this is arch bridge. So it is a triangular shape. Okay, this is a triangular shape formed in between them is known as spandrel. Okay, this in turn support the bridge. These are spandrels. Got it? Next point is, masonry bridge is commonly used for road bridge of moderate span. Now come to the diagram or classification of masonry bridge. Masonry bridge is classified as stone masonry, brick masonry and cement concrete masonry. So look at the diagram. It is a stone masonry. Major part of this bridge are constructed with the help of natural stone. Next is brick masonry and this is cement concrete masonry. Okay, now come to the second classification of permanent bridges, which is steel bridge. What is steel bridge? As simple it is steel bridge, a bridge which made up of steel. Okay, so look at the definition. A bridge with a steel span. The steel bridge are constructed for highway when large span, that is the span of more than 100 meter to 200 meter are involved. So span length if need more, that means 100 meter to 200 meter or more than that. What do you mean by span? Span is not, this is not the span. Okay, the span means there is a clear distance between two support. If there is the clear distance between two support is known as span. If the span length is required 100 or more than 200 meter or more than that, then we go for steel bridge. So the principal design of steel bridge are the girder, which is most common, the arch and the suspension. Okay, the next point is it is essential part of modern bridges because it is stronger. Obviously, why we go for steel bridges? There is a machinery bridge and cement concrete bridge. Then why we go for steel bridges? Obviously, it is stronger and the lifespan of the steel bridge is more. So we go for steel bridges. Next is it can flex without fracturing and has long life even in harsh condition. It can be used to build the bridges of any length because of its durability and age of manufacture and maintenance. Okay, so now come to the type of steel bridges. What is type of steel bridges? First one is girder bridge. What do you mean by girder? Before we go to the girder bridge, let me tell you what is a girder is. Girder is nothing but a beam, but it is a steel beam which support the bridge. Okay, or we can say it, the girder is a beam which transport the load of a bridge or superstructure to the substructure. Okay, now when the span is small, simple girder are used as main load carrying member. Okay, the span is small and the load carrying capacity is less, then we go for simple girder. But when the span is long and we need to counteract the more load, then we can't go for a simple girder. Here we use plate girder. Okay, this diagram shows the what? Plate girder, girder bridge. Okay, now come to the next classification, which is suspension bridge. So what is suspension bridge? Look at this diagram. This is a suspension bridge. The bridge have either single tower or more than or multiple towers. Okay, and the cables are directly come from the towers and connected to the deck of the bridge. Okay, and if we need the more span, then we go for the suspension bridge. Then doubt comes, sir, girder bridge also used for the long span and suspension bridge also required for long span. Then when we choose the steel girder bridge, and when we choose the suspension bridge, it is depend upon the what structure and the base and architectural view. Okay, then we go for either steel bridge or suspension bridge or girder bridge. Okay, next come to the arch bridge. Now look at this diagram. When we find this type of situation means, look, it is a deep valley. It is a deep valley, or we can say it as a deep gorges. Okay, deep gorges also known as deep valley. So when there is a deep valley, then we can construct a simple arch over which we can build a structure known as arch bridge. Okay, so what is it? For economical and aesthetic ground, arch bridge are generally used over deep gorges, but they usually require strong abutment to resist the thrust from the arches. Okay, now come to the next classification of steel bridges, which is rigid frame bridge. Rigid frame bridge. Before we go to the rigid frame bridge, let me know you that what do you mean by rigid? Rigid means there is no bending or no deflection. Okay, so when the parts of a bridge or when the parts of the bridge are connected with each other rigidly, that means the parts of the bridge means, I'll show you the here. One is superstructure, another one substructure. When superstructure and substructure of a bridge connected with each other rigidly, then they form a rigid frame bridge. Okay, so let's see the definition. A rigid frame bridge, a bridge which the superstructure and substructure are rigidly connected to act as a continuous unit. Okay, and these two are the what? Rigid frame bridge. This is, here we use steel and here we use cement concrete. Okay, Now come to the last classification of the steel bridge, which is cable stay bridge. Okay, look at this diagram. Cable stay bridge has either single tower or multiple number of tower. It is depend upon the length of the bridge. Now what is the function of the cable? This is the tower and the cable is directly come to from the tower and connect to the deck of the bridge, which support the bridge and transfer the load also. So look at the definition. A cable stay bridge has one or more tower for which cable supported the bridge deck. Next point is a distinctive features are the cable or stay which run directly from the tower to the deck, normally forming a fan-like pattern or a series of parallel lines. Look at this. These cables are what? Look like a fan-like structure or this nearly parallel lines. Okay, they are look like a nearly parallel lines. Okay. Next come to the third classification, which is a concrete bridge. What is concrete bridge? It is simple. A bridge which made up of cement concrete or RCC is known as a concrete bridge. Okay, because concrete there are two types. One is plain cement concrete, another one is reinforcement cement concrete. So it can be built with plain cement concrete or RCC. Okay. Now come to the first point. Concrete arch bridge may consist of either a single arch or multiple arches supported by abutment and intermediate piers. What do you mean by it is supported by intermediate piers? We'll discuss it later. So next comes the second point. A simple, easy to construct, well suited for span up to 50 feet. For long span, continued with abutment and pier can be mobilized frame action. What does it mean? Look, if the length of the bridge is small, then we need only one span which is suitable for 50 feet. If there is a bridge required for 50 feet, then we go for a single span. If we need more than, let me give an example. If we go for 200 feet length of bridge, then there are how many span is there? 4 span. So we need 2 abutment at the end, and in the middle there are some piers which support the bridge. Okay. Now come to the type of concrete bridge. One is slab, next is arch, the box beam and segmental bridge. Okay. So what do you mean by slab bridge? First point is slab bridge may be composed of a single or multiple span. Okay. The simple, easy to construct, well suited for span up to 50 feet. For longer span, continued with abutment and piers can mobilize the frame action. Let me say this is a longer span beam. Okay. So what before I told you that span, what do you mean by span? Span is a clear distance between two supports. Okay. As the span length or the length of the bridge is more, so we go for more than one span which is supported by intermediate piers. Okay. And these two are end of the two supports is known as abutment. Okay. Next come to the arch. Okay. Arch bridge is simple as a slab bridge, but when we need arch bridge, if we counter for a larger load, that means if the traffic volume or if the traffic volume is high, then the load, obviously the axle wheel load is more and the bridge bearing capacity will increase. So we go for arch. Okay. What is first point? Concrete arch bridge may consist of either a single arch or multiple arch supported by abutment and intermediate piers. Next point, simple, easy to construct, well suited for span up to 50 feet. For longer span, continue with abutment and pier can mobilize a frame action. Okay. Next one is box beam. Okay. When the traffic volume is low, then we use box beam. Okay. Now first point is box beam bridge is supported by abutments and piers in the same way as a simple or continuous beam bridge. Common bridge type especially for low volume of roads. Low volume means what is low volume means? The traffic is less. That is what a low volume. So next point is well suited for span from 50 feet to 120 feet. Okay. Now come to the last classification of concrete bridge, which is segmental bridge. What is segmental bridge? Segmental bridge, a concrete bridge which used when there is a restriction to construct of a bridge. Okay. So look at this diagram. This is a bridge and near there is a road. So at the construction or the time of construction, there is a little restriction to build the bridge. So this is known as a segmental bridge. Okay. So what is first point? Segmental bridge are popular when construction site is restricted. Got it? Now they can be cast in place or precast. Got it? As there is a restriction, we can cast it there with little restriction, or we can precast. Got it? Or can employ span by span or balance cantilever construction. Next point is perfectly suited for gradual and sharp curve alignment. Okay, it is very suitable for horizontal curve and sharp curve. The maximum span is greater than 300 feet. Okay, I have covered the first topic of today's lecture. Now come to the second topic, which is culvert and causeway. What do you mean by culvert? Culvert is also a bridge. What type of bridge it is then? The bridge having length 6 meter or less, then it is known as culvert. Look at the definition. First point is culvert is defined as a tunnel structure constructed under roadway or railway to provide cross drainage or to take electrical or other cables from one side to another side. Okay, the main purpose of culvert is cross draining. Okay, in rainy season or flood time, it cross drains the flood water or rainwater. Okay, so what are the types of culvert? The types of culverts are pipe culvert, pipe arch culvert, box culvert, arch culvert and bridge culvert. So first come to the pipe culvert. What do you mean by pipe culvert? A culvert, if we construct a culvert with help of a pipe or windpipe, then it is known as what? Pipe culvert. Look at the definition. Pipe culvert are widely used culvert and round in shape. The culvert may be in a single number or multiple number. Okay, the culvert may be single number or multiple number. If the span length is more, then we go for multiple number of what? Pipe. And if we go for single number of pipe, then the diameter should be little more. And the diameter of pipe is vary from 1 meter to 6 meter. Look at the second point. If a single pipe is used, then large diameter culvert is installed. Okay. Next point is, if width of the canal is greater than, we will go for multiple pipe culverts. Next point, they are suitable for large flow very well. The diameter of pipe culvert ranges from 1 meter to 6 meter. These are made up of concrete or steel. Okay. It can be made of steel also, but it is little expensive. Next is pipe arch culvert. Look at this diagram. This is a pipe culvert and this is a pipe arch culvert. What is the difference? Pipe arch culvert is the half of pipe culvert, we can say, or it is a semicircular or half circular shape. Okay, so definition is a pipe arch culvert means nothing but they look like a half circle shape culvert. Pipe arch culvert suitable for large water flow, but flow should be stable because of arch shape, fishes or sewage in this drainage easily carried to the outlet without stocking at the inlet or bottom of the canal. Okay, it is very suitable for sewage flow. Why? If we go for pipe culvert, that is, if we go for this type of culvert, then the sewage or sediment or settled at the bottom of this pipe. But as the arch culvert is half circle, then there is a very little chance, I mean minimal or negligible chance to settlement of the sewage. Okay. Now come to the next classification, which is box culvert. What is box culvert? Box culvert is a culvert whose shape is rectangular. Okay. Box culvert is are in rectangular shape, are generally constructed by concrete. Reinforcement also provided in construction of box culvert. These are used to dispose rainwater, so there is not useful in dry period. Okay, the main purpose of box culvert is draining the rainwater in rainy season or draining the flood water, but in dry season there is no use. Okay, come to the arch culvert. So before few slides I told you what is pipe arch culvert. Now there is a arch culvert. So these are look like a exact same. So there is a doubt comes, sir, what is pipe culvert and what is pipe arch culvert and what is arch culvert. So there is a little difference between them. The arch culvert, there is a artificial flooring. Okay, look at this, there is a artificial flooring. It is a concrete base or which is a artificial flooring. Here it is a roadway. Okay, this is the only difference. Okay, so what is the first point? Arch culvert is similar to pipe arch culvert, but in this case an artificial flooring is provided below the arch. For narrow passages it is widely used. Okay, the arch floor is made up of concrete arch, also made up of concrete. Steel arch culvert are also available but expensive. Okay, steel arch culvert can be provided but it is little more expensive. Okay, so now come to the bridge culvert. Look at this diagram. It is a bridge culvert. The difference between bridge culvert, I mean it can replace the box culvert. Box culvert, look, let me show you the diagram of box culvert. It is a box culvert. Here the difference between box culvert and bridge culvert is there is only a artificial flooring below the box culvert, so we can replace box culvert with bridge culvert if we don't need any artificial flooring. Definition is bridge culvert are provided on the channel or river and also used as road bridge for vehicle. Generally these are rectangular shape culvert. This can replace the box culvert if artificial flooring is not necessary. Okay, and if we replace it with a box culvert, then it is quite economical. Okay, now come to the next part, which is causeway. Causeway is also a bridge which allow the flood water or rainwater come over its floor. Okay, it may or may not have vent or opening flow to the flow of low water. So this is two types. One is high level causeway, another one is low level causeway. So what do you mean by high level causeway? If a causeway bridge have opening or vents to flow of a flood water or low water, then it is known as high level causeway. Okay, its formation level is fixed in such a way that not to cause interruption to traffic during flood for more than 3 days at a time, nor for more than 6 times in a year. Okay, next point is they are provided with abutment piers, floor and slab or arches to form required number of openings. Okay, what is the requirement? They are best suitable in hilly terrains. They are located in straight ridge. Okay, now and last part is what is low level causeway. If the causeway has no opening or vent for low water to flow, then it is called as low level causeway. It is also known as Eris bridge. The low level causeway could be provided with opening formed by concrete hume pipe if there is a continuous flow stream during monsoon period. Okay, so I have covered all the topics of today. These are also the last 2 chapters of railway and bridge engineering. So if you have any doubts, you can directly mail me or can be contact with my WhatsApp number. Thank you.